Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this lecture number 6 of Nyquist plot, we are going to study procedure to investigate stability and steps to solve Nyquist criteria problems. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. First we will see stability conditions. First is open loop stability. A system is said to be open loop stable if the poles of open loop transfer function g of s into h of s are in left half of the s-plane. So, whenever the poles of the open loop transfer function g of s into h of s in the left half of the s-plane, then the system is said to be open loop stable. Second one is closed loop stability. A system is said to be closed loop stable or simply stable if the poles of closed loop transfer function, that is the zeros of 1 plus g of s into h of s, are in left half of the s-plane. The zeros of 1 plus g of s into h of s are equal to the poles of the closed loop transfer function. Therefore, a system is said to be closed loop stable if the poles of closed loop transfer function or the zeros of 1 plus g of s into h of s are in the left half of the s-plane. Now we will study the procedure for investigating stability using Nyquist criteria. First point is we have to substitute s is equal to j omega in the open loop transfer function g of s into h of s to convert this transfer function into frequency domain, that is in the form g of j omega into h of j omega. Second point is that we have to choose the Nyquist contour. This Nyquist contour is also called as Nyquist path. What is Nyquist path? It is a path or contour which is selected to apply this Nyquist criteria. So second, we have to choose the Nyquist contour in S-plane and divide that contour into sections depending upon the transfer function given. Third point is that we have to take all the sections which we have divided and we have to map all these sections one by one. Then we have to combine them to get entire g of s into h of s contour. Then fourth point is that the number of encirclements n of minus 1 plus j0 point made by this g of s into h of s plot is then observed. That means we have to find out the number of encirclements of this minus 1 plus j0 made by this g of s into h of s plot or the Nyquist plot. Then fifth point is that we have to apply the Nyquist criteria, which is given by n is equal to z minus p. Here n is equal to number of encirclements of minus 1 plus j0 point made by g of s into h of s plot. This g of s into h of s plot means Nyquist plot. Here z is equal to number of zeros of 1 plus g of s into h of s which are inside the Nyquist path and in right half of the s plane. Then p is equal to number of poles of 1 plus g of s into h of s which are inside the Nyquist path and in the right half of the s plane. Then sixth point is that the stability requirements of two types of stability in terms of z and p are as follows. First one is for closed loop stability, z must be equal to 0. So for this condition, what will be the Nyquist criteria? As it is equal to n is equal to z minus p. So when we put z is equal to 0 here, the number of encirclements n will be equal to minus p. And second is for open loop stability, p must be equal to 0. So when we put n is equal to p in this above equation, we will get, so when we put p is equal to 0 in this equation, n is equal to z minus p, we will get number of encirclements is equal to z. So while applying the procedure for investigating the stability using Nyquist criteria, we have to keep in mind that the poles of 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to the poles of g of s into h of s. Next we will study the steps to solve problems of Nyquist criteria, and in the next lecture we are going to solve some problems related to Nyquist criteria. First step is we have to count the number of poles of g of s into h of s which are in right half of the s plane, that is with the positive real part. This gives the value of P. Then we have to decide the stability criteria by using this formula n is equal to minus P, that is how many times the Nyquist plot should encircle this point -1 plus G0 for absolute stability. Third step is to select the Nyquist path or Nyquist contour as per the function g of s into h of s given. Fourth step is to analyze the sections as starting point and ending point of the plot, but analysis of last section is not required as we have discussed in the last lecture. Fifth step is find mathematically this omega pc, which is the phase crossover frequency, and then we have to find out the intersection of the Nyquist plot with the negative real axis by rationalizing this g of j omega into h of j omega equation. Next step, with the help of steps 4 and 7, we have to sketch the Nyquist plot. Then we have to count the number of encirclements of this point -1 plus J0 by the Nyquist plot. Then 8th step is, after making the Nyquist plot, if the stability criteria n is equal to minus P is satisfied, then the system is said to be stable, otherwise it is said to be unstable. Then if we want to find out the gain margin, the formula will be equal to 1 upon magnitude of OQ, and this Q is the intersection point of the Nyquist plot with the negative real axis, which is obtained in step number 5. So when we put the value of OQ in this equation, we will find out the gain margin. So these are the steps to solve the problems of Nyquist criteria. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.